Hello everybody and welcome to the Liquid Pasture Community League Finals game number 2. I am Lid Loop and game number 1, oh man, I hope you guys are watching it because we got to see the most perfect execution of with CK mid that you can actually probably ask for in amateur Dota. I am joined here today by my wonderful co-commentator, Ak. How you doing, man?
I'm doing better.
Awesome, good to hear. Glad you're okay. Welcome back to the casting, of course. But how do you feel about that game 1, man? How did you... you got to see a good portion of it, and I think everything that happened after you left was about the same as before you left. So,
Well, I'm happy I'm not the only one who gets completely destroyed by Aller and Neck CK Wisp.
oh man, yeah, that dual combo mid is just absolutely strong as anything. I could not imagine trying to go up against it. I don't play mid myself. That's a big reason why I could not play against that to save my life. But I am curious to see how team number 65 reacts this time. You can see they've already reacted, actually, though, banning out the Wisp.
Yep. I call that. I said if they're not banning out the Wisp in game number 2, it's
That's a pretty big mistake in my opinion as well. Yes.
Yeah.
But team number 65 or team page 1 making a good argument as to why they deserved as to why they should be considered for the show match, and making a strong argument that says, you know what, maybe we can play with some of the better teams here because they have looked absolutely unstoppable so far.
Yeah.
So I am hoping for a little bit longer of a game this time, but we'll see.
Maybe not 70 minutes though.
No, I don't think so. Game number 1 was only 18 minutes long, but we'll see exactly how this decides to play out with the draft. You can see team number 65 picking up their Lifestealer again. I think that's a good choice. They played really well with the Lifestealer, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I was expecting this counter pick by team page 1 as well. Just the Shadow Demon against the Lifestealer. It's so potent. Just being able to slow him even while raged is just so good.
Yeah, and especially because Nick runs probably one of the best Shadow Demons I've seen in Pub Dota. He plays that hero a lot for Team Page 1, and so we're going to be seeing him, and this is a combination they like to use a lot.
Pub Dota? This is serious Dota.
This is serious Dota. Liquid Pasture Community League is the seriousness of Dota community leagues, of course. So, oh, very interesting. They've actually picked, Team 65 has picked up an Alchemist. How do you feel about this one?
Judging by the current lineup, I do feel like it might be a support Alchemist. We've seen Alex or X-Mouse having played that to pretty decent effect, because they already have the Lone Druid and Lifestealer. Yeah. Unless they're going with a 3-core Dota, I don't think the Alchemist is going to be carry.
Yeah, and Alchemist, Navi also ran it in a game that, if I was remembering.
10 seconds.
Okay,
so,
I must have missed that.
Yeah, Navi actually ran the support Alchemist. I forget who the other support that they ended up pairing him with, but it actually worked to really good effect. It might have been a Bane. It might have been Bane Alchemist. So we'll see.
Yeah, that's a really good combo.
To pick up as well with that. I am a little bit worried about. I mean, I don't know exactly how that's going to work. I mean, they could also run the Lone Druid mid and then run the Lifestealer in an aggressive tri-lane again. But it's a little hard to tell right now just from these first 3 picks.
Yeah, I'm not really like. And if you check out Team Page 1 composition, it's really strong. As we talked about last game, the Gyrocopter, Shadow Demon, and a stun is just so devastating.
Yeah, and I mean, Rocket Barrage is just a really good spell. If a hero gets caught out of position against the Shadow Demon, it's almost a surefire kill between the 3 of them.
Absolutely.
But we'll have to see exactly how they decide to run things, of course, obviously. Checking out the bans right now, we have Rubik, Keeper of the Light, and Darkseer all banned out. Darkseer and Keeper of the Light, of course, actually playing a pretty big role in last game. You ended up missing it a little bit, but they essentially won a 4v5 team fight with CK Wisp, Darkseer, and then Weaver. They ended up winning a 4v5 in mid thanks to Darkseer wall vacuum combo, and they fully wiped them without losing anybody. Or I think they ended up losing some. I think they lost like Weaver or something, but it was a full team wipe for it. So not too surprising on the bans there at all.
Jakiro. I can see why Team Page 1 is banning out what they're banning, because Team 65 doesn't really have any explicit support, so to speak.
Yeah, so banning out the good support, or good supports like that, especially good counter push. Rubik with the Fade Bolt, Jakiro with the Dual Breath, of course, are able to push out lanes pretty decently. And they actually end up banning out a Skywrath Mage as well. So, a little bit of an interesting ban. I don't think he would have been that big of a threat. But, oh, okay. So we have a Storm Spirit picked up now as well.
Indeed.
So we have Nake's Bombs are on the table. And Allure picks up the Queen of Pain for himself. I know Queen of Pain to be one of his absolute favorite heroes. So, we'll be seeing how they decide to run this and how the matchup between Storm Spirit and Queen of Pain plays out. What are your thoughts on this last pickup for team number 65, by the way? It's clear that they need another support, but who are you thinking that they might be picking up?
I'm not exactly sure, because it all depends, but with the Gyrocopter on the table, I'm thinking maybe a Bane could be useful, because Gyrocopter normally gets up a BKB and some other core items and then just breaks your whole team. Then again, they have the Lone Druid and Tangle to deal with that as well.
I think a Bane actually does work out pretty well. Enfeeble is a wonderfully amazing spell against the Gyrocopter.
Yeah.
You basically force him to pop the BKB anytime he walks up to a creep wave, if you're there, because otherwise you're getting minus 120 damage at level 4, and you're going to be maxing it out pretty early if you're playing it the right way, I guess, would be the best way to say it. But yeah, I mean, then you also have Fiend's Grip and Nightmare and everything else, and it's very, very strong, to say the least.
Especially against such a lineup as we have here.
It also does pretty well with the Queen of Pain as being able to gank her, because one of the biggest problems about it is that you don't really have many ways to initiate onto a Queen of Pain. Though now you're going to have the Storm Spirit Vortex, the Alchemist's Concoction, and a few other things that can keep her in place if they need to.
Yeah, it might just hypothetically speaking, if they engage in the Queen of Pain, I can see the Bane just going up first and Nightmaring. Oh, actually they're going to pick up a Venomancer.
Very interesting pickup. And Team Page 1 goes right back to the Weaver. So Team Page 1 running another Tricore strat, it looks to be. And we're going to see Tricore strats out of both teams, actually. So going to be some very interesting Dota. For sure.
Yeah, I can definitely see the Weaver is definitely going to the off lane here, I think.
Weaver's going to be on the off lane, Gyrocopter. I think one of the biggest things that they have to watch out for, though, is that the supports are going to have to watch Gyrocopter for at least a little bit against the Lone Druid Bear. Because if they get some successful pulls off with the Bear, it's going to be problematic for the Gyrocopter. Although he does have pretty good wave clearing ability once he gets a couple of levels.
Absolutely. Black Cannon is just so strong.
Alright, anyway, let's get to the introductions. On the Dire side, for Team Page 1, we have Allure playing the Queen of Pain, Gadfly playing the Gyrocopter, Horza on the Leshrac, Neck on the Shadow Demon, and Slippy on the Weaver.
And for Team 65, we have Carbonil as the Alchemist, Erase Me as the Lone Druid, Siberia on the Storm Spirit, Emulator on the Lifestealer, and finally Firebolt as the Venomancer.
And it looks like we're going to be seeing an aggressive tri-lane out of Team Page 1.
It makes complete sense. The lineup is just so strong if they catch someone out.
Yeah, and they're going to. I'm wondering if they're going to be looking to run an offensive tri-lane here with the Weaver, Shadow Demon, Leshrac. And like Team 65 is being a little slow to react to this. I mean, they're not doing a whole lot to defend their own jungle.
No, they aren't, but it's probably for the best.
Yeah, I mean, if they had gone in there with anything less than 5, they probably would have died in the fight that happened there.
Yeah, they would just evaporate.
We do have Nick and Horza standing up top. I don't know if they have a smoke, but they are looking to be waiting for the Storm Spirit. Ganking him early is going to give the Queen of Pain a huge advantage.
You were completely right, by the way. They're letting the Weaver go in the offensive tri-lane, but Ooh, this might spell trouble for Alchemist. It depends on where Nick and Hortzer go.
No, I
No,
think
they
Nick and
didn't see
Horza
him.
are looking towards that middle Storm Spirit. Siberia is actually really open to gank, and look at the block from Allure. Look at where he's going to end up with the creep wave. I mean, all the way up on his side of the hill. This is going to be perfect if they pull off the gank. And here comes Nick and Horza. Siberia has no vision of this whatsoever.
Oh,
and,
boy,
man.
this is so first
A
blood.
little bit mistimed
no.
on the stun, though.
Oh! But I still think they have enough damage to get him.
Yep, their
Yep,
one
and
last
there we
auto
go.
attack, and Shadow Demon draws first blood anyway. So, great gank there by Nick and Horza on the Shadow Demon Leshrac,
Yeah.
and that's going to set Storm Spirit back really bad. Granted, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but that puts Allure really far ahead and starts up Boots. I mean, that's Boots for the
And
the Shadow
Carbonell
Demon.
is going on.
Oh,
Ooh,
what a defensive
that
disruption! Does get hit with the
Holy.
Gale anyway, but man, the amount of damage that was being dealt. And the stun actually hits on 2, but it's not going to be enough. Nick is going to die for his troubles. Carbonell has to watch out. He is getting a little bit low. But yeah, I mean, wow, what a disruption there.
That was sick.
So they do end up getting that 1 kill back. And Carbonell's starting up another concoction.
Oh, I don't know
Oh,
about this.
and does get does get it barely, I have to say.
Yeah, by the
Does
skin of his
manage to
teeth.
get it. If he had envisaged just a little bit earlier, it would have been problematic. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, even with that first death though, Storm Spear really CSing well. He's actually got 11 last hits to the Queen of Pain's 5.
Yeah, he's actually out. He's got more XP than the Queen of Pain. That's not what I expected.
Yeah, Siberia doing a really good job in mid here. All right, checking out up top, we have Lone Druid up top is taking a lot of damage to Gyrocopter. Gyrocopter is maxing out Flat Cannon first, so Lone Druid is going to have to be careful on this. Oh,
Haste on Storm Spirit might be looking to go and gank Allure, but I don't think he can do it just
yeah,
now.
I think he needs some help from the Alchemist in order to do that.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking though that the Bane probably would have been a better pickup than the Venomancer, although it's a little bit of a double-edged sword.
Gale is so strong though.
Yeah.
The slow.
Yeah, I mean, if you get off the good slow, then you're fine. But man, it's really hard to say. And they have to know that this ward just went down.
Yeah. I mean, they had a ward right here, I think. No, never mind. That's Team Page 1's ward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they didn't have the ward vision, but the auto attack coming in from Leshrac should have been enough of a clue.
Auto attack. Does he have that activated?
Maybe. You never know. Taking a look at mid. Mid seems to have died down at least a little bit since the beginning. Allure is managing to keep up pretty decently well, although Xyberia is CSing extremely well. Has the bottle.
Oh, hold on a second.
Up.
Look here.
Smoke coming up
Yeah.
from Team Page 1. Nick and Horza are looking for the kill again. Ping's going down on Xyberia. They know right where he is.
Oh boy.
Oh, man.
He has a haste rune, but I think the stun will
And
hit.
he gets
Yep,
the stun,
and-
and that's another death for the Storm Spirit. So, mid is now starting to slowly go heavily in favor of the Queen of Pain. I mean, that
Very nice rotation from Team Page 1.
yeah, and that's exactly what they needed to do. This Weaver should be fine. I mean, the Weaver, unless Alchemist manages to get off the perfect stun, the Weaver should be okay by himself.
And top is really tough for Druid right now. He's really low, and he doesn't have his tranquils yet.
No,
You need about-
Gyro manages to, oh, Gyro got pulled apparently, according to our spectators in here. So, yeah, I mean,
Alright.
Gyro is doing really well against the Druid. Oh, but he does get a good entangle.
Oh,
Does
the tower
manage
is-
to harass him
yeah.
down, but he does have a health bot, so he'll be back up to full. Rotation coming in. Nope. Yeah, actually, a rotation
Yes,
coming
it is. I think maybe.
in. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
they're gonna go
we-
behind the tower.
We might even see the Queen of Pain come in here as well.
No, she just went for the bottle, I think. Yeah, or room rather. And meanwhile, Slippy is still getting his farm. They still haven't dewarded this one.
Oh, he knows
Oh.
right where he is too. This is gonna be a big problem for Erase Me, and Erase Me actually dies immediately to that. Good play there by Gadfly. Knew exactly where Erase Me was sitting.
Meanwhile, Ala gets a kill on the Stone Spirits.
Yep, and
So
pops the
he's now
regen
level
back to
7.
full.
Yeah, this is just snowballing way in favor of Team Page 1.
Have fun trying to bust down Radiant
The ganks are just so strong right now.
Yeah, and the CS, I mean, if you want to talk about it, Gyro's sitting at 23 CS. Just Queen of Pain now just finally got even with Queen.
Oh boy.
And here comes Queenie again. She's taking a
This
lot.
might have... Oh, never mind. We have an Alchemist.
Yep, but I don't think they have the damage, and Siberia's going to take a lot of damage to do that.
At least Siberia stayed alive throughout this. That was the key thing.
Yeah, I mean, Siberia really needs that 6 in order to be able to do anything. And here comes Lestrak actually looking for something, and he's going to find Alchemist. Good.
Oh boy. Good stun, and the Edict. He's probably going to go down from this, I feel.
He is taking a lot of damage, and one last auto attack. Horza is taking a lot of damage. Disruption used just in case.
However, here comes the Venomancer.
Yep, and that'll be a kill right on him before he can even get the Split Earth down, and Nick looks to be going down as well. The Shadow Demon does get the kill. Or the Shadow Demon does go down. And
Allure is coming.
Allure wants Firebolt. Firebolt taking a ton of damage, blocked by the bear. And then pops the Invis.
That just showcases just how strong Soul Catcher is. Like, holy shit, that Scream of Pain did so much damage.
3/4 of his health disappeared with one Scream of Pain. I mean, that exact right there. And I think he's got only 1 point into it. He has 1 point into Soul Catcher, and that made 60% to 75% of the health just absolutely disappear from Firebolt. And Alchemist looks to be going on again, and he's going to die.
Down. Really nice split earth here by Horsa.
Yeah, Horsa is landing every split earth that he wants. With the exception of the one that he got killed before he could get off. I mean, he's just been money with every split earth.
Horsa is doing well on that horse. Sorry.
Yep, Ping's going down again on mid. We're looking for even more action, and this is kind of how Team Page 1 likes to play. They want the Storm
really
again, but Nick is taking a lot of damage, and he's going to go down. Split Earth misses for the first time, and Horse is taking a lot of damage as well. It looks like he's going to end up going down. Slowed down by the shot. Oh,
he's so fast. Oh, never mind.
Just not enough. Siberia uses one last ball lightning to catch up and kill him off.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, Allure decided not to go in on that one, and I think that was the best idea.
Probably.
Meanwhile, down here at bottom, by the way, I just want to point this out. Weaver, recovering really nicely, has 28 CS to Lifestealer's 31.
Yeah.
So he's having a pretty good game right now as well. Yeah. Lone Druid's losing badly to Gyrocopter. Gyrocopter is really last hitting well, up all the way at 45. Went for the max flak cannon build, which I think is the best idea, especially against Lone Druid. You can just target bear and it damages everything. So, yeah. And I'm not really sure. I mean, I think Lone Druid has to be going Orchid. Or not Orchid. What was that? I'm sorry.
I think Erase Me is in a really bad spot now because he wants to farm. But what he doesn't know is that Horsa and Neck are up here at top. So if he overextends just a little bit, he's going down.
And he's going to overextend because they're going to be pulling the next creep wave.
Yep. Horsa
and they're going to chain stun this entirely. Does Nick have 6? No, he does not.
Well, down comes down.
It's not going to matter. He has to TP. Yeah. He had to TP out immediately. His only option was to TP out, I think.
Yeah. But I don't even know if that would have been enough because he knew Nick was there, and I think he might have been able to reach it with his disruption.
Poor Erase Me, not able to kill the rocket off. Yeah, Weaver's really doing well as well. I mean, and you can see it. This Tricore is really working out for Dire Team.
Poor Erase Me.
Oh man. Anyway, just checking everything out right now. Queen of Pain has up treads. Siberia, man, he's going Orchid first, and he needs to, but that just leaves him to take so much damage.
Yeah, he's going to be so squishy. But it's the only thing they can do, because what are they going to do without an Orchid against Shadow Demon, against Weaver, against Queen of Pain?
Yeah, I mean, you can't even jump on any of them without...
Yeah.
really exposing yourself to a lot of damage here. And I mean,
Exactly.
this is another point. I mean, Team Page 1, just look at their execution. Just every bit of their execution is just perfect. I mean, maybe the bottom didn't go so well in the beginning. You know, maybe they didn't roam enough, but as soon as they did start roaming and left the Weaver alone, I mean, he's
Maybe
level
they didn't
7.
roam enough? They roamed
well,
from the
no,
start
I
of the
mean-
game, dude.
Yeah, true. Okay. But, I mean, like, now what do we have coming to him? Weaver ends up getting the Perseverance, and it looks like he's going to be going into Lincoln's.
Yeah, it's a good choice. I think Lincoln's blocks Orchid, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's targeted, so yes.
Yeah.
So definitely a good
Just-
choice on him.
Wow, Siberia just ate a ton of damage from How do you pronounce his nick?
Allure. I always have
Allure.
said Allure, personally.
Alright. I'm gonna try and say that.
Radiant's mid tower's getting banged.
I mean, yeah. Just look at Team 6-5. They're getting totally zoned out by Team Page 1.
Mm-hmm.
Just check the graphs. Sure, it's not as big an advantage as in Game 1, but still, it's still very substantial. I mean,
Yeah.
4,000 experience.
And they can't go
gold.
on. And the biggest thing about it is they can't really go on anybody. They're just so escapable. And I mean, even if Gyrocopter still hasn't bought his first item yet, he's only sitting on 600 gold. But he's got up drums and phase boots right now, so he's running at over 400 when he activates the phase boots.
Yeah, he's really fast.
I mean, it's just, if you look around it, it feels like they're winning every lane, and that's the biggest deal
Yeah.
about it. Like, Alchemist cannot leave Lifestealer alone against the Weaver because the Weaver's hitting him hits for so much, and there's just nothing that they can really do about this Weaver.
Indeed, and Allure already has his first Oblivion Staff, and he's not too far off his second one.
Nope, is going to get scouted out by the bear though,
He's gonna go up top, where they've gone on the Weaver. Oh boy.
and they get the Alchemist actually. But the Weaver gets the Alchemist, and Emulator's taking a
Emu
lot
might
of
be able
damage.
to survive just by...
Oh, but
no.
the blink from
Double
Allure.
damage rune does the damage.
Oh, just blows up the Shadow Demon, or the
Yeah.
Venomancer, excuse me there. And wow, I mean, you want to talk, that's his second Orchid right there, or his second Oblivion
Oblivion
Staff right
Staff,
there,
yeah.
and
And
he's
with
already,
this tower down, if he gets the last hit, it's done.
yeah.
He has the Orchid right there. 30 minutes Orchid if he gets it. They might let him.
Yep, and there he is.
30 minutes.
And it's, yep, just going to be about 13 minutes. All he has to do is sell the Mantle of Intelligence, but gonna just end up waiting for the last couple
Yeah,
of
it's
gold.
just 20 seconds. So. Oh, and Horsa gets taken down at top by Emulator, so good kill there.
Yeah, I mean, a solid kill, but it took 3 heroes, and it took the 3 core heroes to get him.
Yeah,
And I
that's
mean,
the problem.
I don't know how they're going to react. Storm Spirit's fallen way behind the Queen of Pain, and
Yeah.
Queen of Pain finishes up the Orchid. It's all on the courier right now.
Just check the net worth of Queen of Pain. It's gigantic.
Yeah, and 6,800 on the Queen of Pain. And like I said, this is one of Allure's best heroes in my opinion. I've seen him play it a number of times. It's a very strong hero pickup for him, and anytime he has the chance to get it, he tends to
Ooh.
pick it up. Oh, Nick getting caught out though, getting a little greedy, I have to say.
Yeah,
Does manage to demonic
but I
purge
think the
Fireball.
counter initiation is going to come in.
Yep.
What? Carminal didn't stun Horsa? Oh boy.
No.
This might spell doom for him, yeah.
And yeah, they end up getting the Venomancer and the Alchemist. Weaver comes into the fight. Horse is going to go down here. So it's 2 for 2 right now. Allure blinks
He
away.
gets the Reaching Rune and he pops it. He's going to come back and try to kill Emulator here, I think.
Yep.
Oh, never
Emulator's
mind.
actually going to go down to Weaver anyway. But they're going
Yeah.
to get a full team wipe again.
Yeah.
Oh no, Siberia's
Or-
going to try to get away, but one blink in and a scream and he's done. Yep, blink,
Yeah.
scream, done. Alchemist
That's
pops
not
that.
even a scream, just a normal auto attack. Wow.
And body.
The Queen has
Queen of
it
Pain
all.
did not like that at all, but instead just goes with arms to easy camp.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Now
just
they're
big
taking
plays
shots.
again here, and they're getting every advantage that they can.
Doing so good.
Oh, Firebolts. I'm sorry, dude.
Firebolt just getting caught out by Allure, and now Allure's looking up to the Carbonal.
He's looking towards Carbonal, yeah.
Ping goes out,
should
stun
have
just
off the
missed.
mark, but I don't
Forza.
think it's going to be anyway.
Forza is
Shrek
going to
does
go down to the tower, though.
Yeah. But in the end, they get the Alchemist. I'd say he's a higher value kill, though he's a support Alchemist. He hasn't leveled Grievance Greed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a very support-heavy Alchemist right now, so
Yeah.
it's not really going to matter. It's pretty much an even trade, although Alchemist obviously doesn't get the experience from the Leshrac kill.
Yeah, that's the big problem there.
Radiant's top
Oh boy, Siberia. And Orchid goes down
and the
and...
silence
there
goes down,
goes-
and that's the dead
Wow.
Siberia.
Radiant's
And Siberia really should have known that that was there. He should have seen Allure with the Oblivion Staffs and figured it out.
Yeah.
I don't even know if
And
Allure had
they'd
that.
seen him use the Orchid earlier. He used it on Fireball to take him down, for instance.
Hmm?
He doesn't have to be going Rapier, he could also be going MKB or Daedalus, though Daedalus crits doesn't work with Flak, unfortunately.
No. But, I mean, it is still, you know, if you're talking about pure damage, it's still the best quote-unquote damage
Yeah.
item in the game. Arguably, Butterfly's a little better. I think, I forget the exact numbers, but
I mean-
Butterfly is a little bit better. It is probably going to be an MKB, though. in my
Thing is,
personal
they're
opinion.
just so far ahead that he can go Rapier. They are not going to die from it.
Okay, yeah.
They are not going to drop it, basically. Because they have the Shadow Demon if he just gets too low, and they have the Orchid and the Queen of Pain.
Yeah, the burst
They
damage
just
that they
sucks.
have, especially with the Tricore. And Weaver was trying to TP out, but Nick decided to say, nope, not TPing out this time. You're staying right here.
Yeah. But yeah, that's probably what they can do. Just take Roche, build a Rapier, and then push into the base for the GG. It's not harder than that for Team Patreon, really.
I mean, and if you're looking around at core items, they've pretty much got everything up that they need. Leshrac,
Yeah.
Leshrac gets up the mech. Shadow Demon has up Arcane Boots. Weaver, I mean, he's not that far off from his Lincolns. I mean, still got a bit of farming to go. About 2k gold away, but I mean, a couple more team fights and he's going to be okay. And
Take this for instance. Team Page 1 has one pair of brand boots on their team. Team 65 has one non-brand boots on their team. That's just one example of how ahead Team Page 1 are.
Yeah, Lifestealer has Phase Boots Armlet right now, and yeah, I mean, there is nothing that they can do about this. This is a tier 2 that should go down.
Trouble brewing at Radiant's.
And they did force out the glyph for that too, but they can't respond to this.
No,
Well, they are going to try.
Druid is going to come up. Siberia has Lifestealer infest him and then is immediately silenced. He's just waiting for his chance to initiate, but man, I can't.
Race
I
just
can't.
evaporates. And there's Cobbling as well. Wow. I don't even know what they can do at this point.
No, I really don't think that there is much that they can do. The Queen of Pain
Yeah,
is
and
sitting at
the GG's
10,000.
come out.
Yep, and GG. That's it. That is the finals, everybody. And Team Page 1 is the champions of season number 2. And an absolutely dominant performance, I have to say. I don't know exactly what team number 65 could have done about that. And just well played to everybody in that on Team Page 1. The execution was there, the strategy was there, and I can't wait to see them in the show match later on.
Yeah,
to
it's
be
going to be
announced.
really good.
Yeah, I mean, I am really curious to see, because I know, I mean, they are called Team Page 1 for a reason. These guys are players that play at the top of the matchmaking bracket and play against a lot of really strong stacks. So, we're going to see exactly how good this team is coming up pretty soon, and as soon as I can announce details on that, I will be
Oh,
sure to.
poor Smeeville.
Oh, come on, Team Page 1. What are you doing? Losing
That's so
your Smeevil like
sloppy.
that. But anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'm happy that I was able to bring this to you all, and stay tuned for a little bit as I will be giving you details about season number 3 coming up soon. So stay tuned, guys, and thank you all very much.